What pops into your head when you think of the Taj Mahal? A stunning white marble palace, a symbol of undying love. A postcard from India? Well, you're not wrong, but you're also just scratching the surface. Today, we're peeling back the layers of myth and legend to uncover the real, sometimes surprising, history of India's crown jewel. Get ready, because the story of the Taj Mahal is way more complex and fascinating than a simple love story. It all begins with a powerful empire and a heartbroken emperor. We're in the 17th century, the golden age of the Mughal Empire. The ruler is Shah Jahan, the fifth Mughal emperor, known for his ambition, his wealth, and his passion for architecture. His favorite wife, Mumtaz Mahal, was more than just his queen. She was his confidant, his political advisor, and the love of his life. They were inseparable. In 1631, tragedy struck while giving birth to their 14th child. Mumtaz Mahal passed away. Shah Jahan was utterly devastated. The court chronicles say his hair turned white overnight, and he went into mourning for 2 whole years. But this profound grief fueled an unprecedented artistic ambition. On her deathbed, Mumtaz Mahal had asked Shah Jahan to build a tomb for her, one that the world had never seen before. He took her request to heart, and Tensome. He didn't just want to build a tomb. He wanted to create a paradise on earth, a physical representation of the divine gardens described in the Quran, where he and Mumtaz could be reunited in the afterlife. This wasn't just about love. It was a statement of imperial power, religious devotion, and artistic genius. So, the grand project began in 1632 on the banks of the Yamuna River in Agra. This was no small undertaking. It was the Manhattan Project of its day. The project employed over 20,000 workers, including stone cutters, masons, painters, carvers, and dome builders, all brought in from across the Mughal Empire and even as far as Persia and Central Asia. The finest artisans were recruited for their specialized skills. Imagine the sheer scale of this construction site. Thousands of elephants were used to transport the heavy materials. The logistics alone were mind-boggling. And the materials, only the best would do. The iconic white marble was brought from Makrana in Rajasthan, over 400 kilometers away. But it wasn't just marble. The Taj Mahal is inlaid with 28 types of precious and semi-precious stones. We're talking jade from China, turquoise from Tibet, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, sapphire from Sri Lanka, and carnelian from Arabia. Each tiny flower, each delicate vine you see on the walls, is a masterpiece of inlay work, a technique known as dura. The craftsman would carefully cut and shape these tiny stones to fit perfectly into the marble, creating an effect that looks like a painting, but is actually stone. It's a testament to the incredible skill and patience of the artisans. The main mausoleum, with its famous onion dome, took about 12 years to complete. But the work didn't stop there. The entire complex, which spans over 42 acres, includes a grand main gateway, a mosque, a guest house, and beautiful gardens. The layout is perfectly symmetrical. The mausoleum is flanked by 2 identical red sandstone buildings. The mosque to the west, and the guest house, or jawab, to the east, which was built purely for architectural balance. This obsession with symmetry is a hallmark of Mughal architecture. Everything is in perfect harmony. Let's talk about that famous illusion. Have you heard that the Taj Mahal changes color throughout the day? It's true. In the soft light of dawn, it appears pinkish. During the day, it gleams brilliant white, and under the moonlight, it takes on a magical, translucent silver glow. This isn't magic. It's a deliberate architectural choice. The reflective white marble and polished surfaces were designed to interact with the changing light, symbolizing the different moods of a woman, or perhaps the ever-present but changing nature of divine beauty. Now, let's debunk a few popular myths. You've probably heard the gruesome story that Shah Jahan had the hands of the architects and craftsmen cut off so they could never build anything as beautiful again. It's a dramatic tale, but there's absolutely no historical evidence to support it. In fact, historical records show that the chief architect, Ustad Ahmed Lahori, went on to work on other major projects. including the Red Fort in Delhi. This myth likely arose to emphasize the uniqueness of the Taj, but the reality is that the artisans were highly respected and well compensated for their unparalleled skills. Another common misconception is that a black Taj was planned to be built across the river as Shah Jahan's own tomb. The idea is that the black tomb would be a mirror image of the white one, connected by a bridge. This theory was popularized by a European traveler in the 17th century who saw some dark marble stones in the garden across the river. However, modern archaeological work has found no evidence for this plan. The dark stones were actually just the discolored white marble from the original garden, which has since been restored. The story of the Black Taj is a romantic notion, but it seems to be just that, a story. So, what happened to Shah Jahan? His later years were not as grand as the monument he built. In 1658, his own son, Aurangzeb, a more orthodox and ruthless ruler, deposed him and placed him under house arrest in the nearby Agra fort. For the last 8 years of his life, Shah Jahan could only gaze at the Taj Mahal from a distance, a constant, beautiful reminder of his lost love and his lost power. When he died in 1666, he was finally laid to rest beside his beloved Mumtaz Mahal, inside the tomb he had built for her. It's a bittersweet ending. He was finally reunited with her, but it also meant that his slightly larger and off-center are the only asymmetrical element in the entire complex. A final, poignant break in the perfect harmony. Over the centuries, the Taj Mahal faced neglect. The Mughal Empire declined, and during the British rule in the 19th century, the monument suffered. The gardens were redesigned to look like manicured English lawns, and there were even reports of soldiers and officials chiseling precious stones out of the walls. It's a sad chapter in its history. Thankfully, in the early 20th century, a major restoration project was undertaken by the British Viceroy. He ordered repairs, restored the gardens to their original Mughal style, and commissioned a large lamp that hangs inside the mausoleum. Today, the Taj Mahal is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It attracts millions of visitors every year, each coming to witness its breathtaking beauty. But now, when you look at it, you'll see more than just a beautiful building. You'll see the ambition of an empire, the grief of an emperor, the devotion of a Muslim ruler, and the incredible skill of thousands of unnamed artisans who brought this vision to life. It's not just a monument to love, it's a monument to human creativity, artistry, and the enduring power of a story. The Taj Mahal is truly a jewel, not just for India, but for the entire world. So, what part of the Taj Mahal's history surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. I love reading your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories behind the world's greatest landmarks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.